Hello everybody, this is Baka Zombie. Welcome back to another Pokemon VGC video. We're back once again with the Ho-Oh team. I decided not to do an additional video with this team, not with this team, but with different Ho-Oh teams from different rental codes. Decided we just tough it out, one last video with this Ho-Oh team. I thought about switching out the Rotom, because again, it didn't really do anything for us in the last video. Or much in the one before that. We do have Sunny Day on the Rotom now, so it does provide options for rain. I thought about putting Raging Bolt on here, but I didn't want to mess around with my Raging Bolt that I have on my Torterra team, because that's the only Raging Bolt I own, and it's an Assault Vest set, where the Rillaboom wears the Assault Vest on this team, so it's not really worth. Like I would have to set up a Life Orb Raging Bolt, and I didn't really want to do that. I thought about putting King Gambit on this team, because King Gambit is a really good option for Calyrex, which this team kind of struggles with. It's unfortunate because Calyrex is everywhere. But then I ended up not doing that, as you can see. I just didn't end up having time to sit down and do that, or remember to do that when I did have time to sit down and do that. So we're just going to rock this team for one more video and let it ride. So if you've been enjoying the struggles that this Ho-Oh team has had, but making it to Master Ball tier still, be sure to hit that like and subscribe if you have not already. Also, if you want to try the team out for yourself, the rental code is in the link. The rental code is in the description below. But again, you might want to try just building the team for yourself and then dropping a King Gambit in place of the Rotom. Our first team, though, actually doesn't have a restricted on it, but they're still rocking around in the Masters tier, so we live for that. Fluttermane, Clydesdale, Mudsdale, which one are you? You're not Chien-Pao, because that's what I have. Chi-Yu, Umbreon, Whimsicott, and Iron Bundle. So fast special attackers and then bulky mons. I'm loving my Chien-Pao here. I'm loving my Chien-Pao here, personally. I kind of want to lead it. I think we lead Chien-Pao. And Indeedee, maybe? Indeedly-doodly, maybe? Let's go Indeedee. Ho in the back. Ho in the back. And honestly, Rillaboom kind of does some dirty work here, too. Although we don't have an Umbreon option outside of the Chien-Pao. Be nice to have the Flutter. I think Flutter will actually cover what Rillaboom wants to do anyway, so let's do Fluttermane instead. So we don't have only physical attackers outside of the Indeedee, actually Indeedee technically is a physical attacker too, because it has Psy Shock, so it hits on the defensive side. That might be a good Mon to switch its move. You can switch to Dazzling Gleam. Or Psychic. Okay, they're gonna start with, wow, I wanted to not say Delibird, so I almost said Fluttermane. Iron Bundle and Chi-Yu. Got the Beads of Ruin. We got the Psychic Surge. So this Iron Bundle shouldn't be able to hurt me. You can probably Icy Wind. But what I do here, get the Psychic Seed, so our Indeedee's gonna be a little bit bulkier, but the Beads of Ruin is really gonna hurt us. Do I Terra with my Chien-Pao here? I shouldn't need it. And in all honesty, I don't really have to worry. I guess the Chi-Yu does have Heat Wave. I'll just Sacred Sword this Chi-Yu. Follow me with the Indeedee. Okay, they do withdraw the Iron Bundle, so that actually kind of works out for me here. Who's coming in as the reliable partner? It is the Mudsdale. And the Protect from the Chi-Yu. Okay, so this turn's kind of useless for me. Then I get the Follow Me off. Chien-Pao is going to Sacred Sword into this here Chi-Yu. But that's fine. Does the Mudsdale Terra? Or just the Chi-Yu Terra? I'm gonna Stellar Terra, Icicle Crash. No. I'm just gonna normal Icicle Crash, Helping Hand, the Shampoo. They do Terra. Did it Terra the Chi-Yu? I'm really hoping they Terra the Chi-Yu. They did. Okay, that's what I kind of expected. Terra Ground. Terra Grass. Okay. We'll see who's faster here. It's not a Choice Scarf Chi-Yu, so I think Shampoo is faster. Get the Helping Hand. Shampoo is faster, so next turn I can just Icicle Crash that Chi-Yu. We do one-hit KO the Mudsdale, which is huge. Mudsdale was going to be the biggest problem for us here. Chi-Yu probably Heat Waves. Yes, doesn't miss, unfortunately. Focus Sash. Burns the Indeedee, though. Well, that's fine. It is Life Orb Chi-Yu. It is Life Orb Chi-Yu. Who comes in here? It is the Iron Bundle. It's gonna Icy Wind. I think the Chi-Yu protects here. Just follow me. I mean, Indeedee really can't do anything. Really can't do anything. Yeah, the Iron Bundle's just fast. It does freeze dry though. Thank God I followed me. There goes Indeedee. And now we just Sacred Sword this Iron Bundle, which should KO it. It just misses. That's crazy. Heat Wave misses. Yes. Heat Wave does in fact misses. Here I bring in the Ho-Oh. Here I do in fact bring in the Ho-Oh. I protect my Shampoo, and I Tailwind. So Iron Bundle's going to want to KO the Shampoo here, because it's faster than the Chi-Yu. Does it protect? Iron Bundle freeze dries into Shampoo. Dark Pulse into the Ho-Oh. Crits me. Thank God it didn't flinch me. If it would have flinched me, I would have popped a gasket. Alright, so. It's just that the Chi-Yu is faster here. Or not. So there's Mind Games and protects, right? When Icicle Crash this Chi-Yu. So I don't know that Ho-Oh outspeeds Chi-Yu right now. I think it does, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to Brave Bird into the... Okay, doesn't protect either. I'm assuming the Iron Bundle outspeeds Ho-Oh, even with Tailwind. But this does put us into a... Oh, Ho-Oh outspeeds though. Cool. So it works. Either way would have worked. It would have been safer to Sacred Sword the Iron Bundle here. I really thought Iron Bundle was going to protect though. And I wasn't sure on Ho-Oh. Like, Ho-Oh's got a decent speed tier, but it's not the fastest thing in the world, right? So, I was a little worried with the Chi-Yu. In comes the Flutter Mane. We already saw that we outsped the Iron Bundle. This could be Choice Scarfed Flutter. But I can now Terrasilize with Throat Chop. Because there's not been a Terra. Or there already has been a Terra, I should say. And then Brave Bird. Battle's just canceled. Probably Choice Specs Flutter. It could have been Choice Scarfed, but Shampoo should be able to outspeed. I don't think Ho-Oh would have because of the Choice Scarf. But wow. Picking up game one off the rip. They didn't have a restricted mon, but it still was a scary team. Like Chi-Yu, Iron Bundle, and Flutter Mane are still really scary Pokemon. And luckily, we were able to KO that Mudsail without a problem. So, game one win for the Ho-Oh team. Let's get 2 more. Let's get 2 more. Why not, you know? Easy 2 more. Yeah, we still have our own Flutter in the back, too, so even if they, like, were able to survive the Chien-Pao that turn and Dazzling Gleam and KO both my Pokemon, we had our Flutter Mane in the back with Tailwind. This is a Sun team. Koraidon, Venusaur. It is also Trick Room with Ursaluna and the Porygon 2. We got the Chi-Yu and the Raging Bolt. I mean, they don't have a way to stop me just blasting that Porygon 2 if that's what they end up leading. I think I'm going to go with Chien-Pao Ho-Oh. Chien-Pao Ho-Oh. Indeedee. Indeedee in the back. Either Flutter Mane or Rotom Wash. I think we go Flutter here. I'm trying to think. Rotom Wash. Kind of good into a lot of them. And we're just going to go Flutter. I can't trust the Rotom Wash, man. It's Hydro Pump and Sun. No, thank you. You know? Because, like, a lot of those mons that Rotom Wash would be good against, I'd have to Hydro Pump. Like the Koraidon with the Fire Terra. Hydro Pump into the Ursaluna. Those were really the only options, and that's going to be in the Sun. Almost 4 times out of 5. It's going to be Chi-Yu and Porygon 2. Nothing stops me from just blasting this Porygon 2 here. I'm going to get the attack raise. I'm not worried about attacking this Chi-Yu right now. Sacred Sword. Stellar Terror, Sacred Sword. Brave Bird. And the Porygon 2. This would be a time where it'd be nice to have knockoff on Chien-Pao. But I like the Throat Chop to stop Hyper Voices. It's mostly stop Hyper Voices, which don't happen too often. But Sacred Sword, we'll see if... I don't think this is enough to KO, but it is going to do a ton. That didn't do nearly enough. What? Chi-Yu is going to miss on the Ho-Oh. Cool, that's not the one I want you to miss on. Why did that do so little? The Porygon lives. And the Porygon does Terra Blast. Okay, they get rid of my Chien-Pao, which isn't my favorite thing in the world. But this is salvageable. Is what I will say. Yeah, the Chi-Yu's gonna gluck over there. It's so happy. And now we bring in Flutter Mane. Flutter Mane will be faster than Chi-Yu. Flutter Mane will in fact be faster than the Chi-Yu. We just Dazzle here, which will KO the Porygon 2. And then Ho-Oh can Brave Bird into the Chi-Yu. Dazzling Gleam will KO Porygon. Does 50% to Chi-Yu with a crit. Chi-Yu's gonna Heat Wave. Do you miss Ho-Oh again? Yeah, you do. Ho-Oh out here living. Ho-Oh out here is living his best life. Brave Bird's gonna KO the Chi-Yu. Okay. Went up to a 3-2 situation here. Flutter Mane's got its speed boost. Ho-Oh's just trying to live its best life over here. And I have Indeedee in the back. Who's gonna... It's gonna be Koraidon, of course. And Ursaluna. I just double into the Koraidon here? My Koraidon can't hurt Ho-Oh, actually. So I think I just doubled Ursaluna. Ursaluna might protect, though, to get its Guts booster. Let's double the Koraidon this turn. Kind of wish I saved Terra now. Koraidon protects. Okay, does the Ursaluna also protect? It does. Okay, so this turn's fine then. I mean, Tailwind would have been nice here. But I really thought the Koraidon was going to try to Terra, Flare, whatever, you know? But now we just double this Ursaluna. Because Koraidon really can't hurt my Ho-Oh. Actually, what I could do here, protect my Flutter Mane, Brave Bird, Ursaluna. No, because the Koraidon's going to try and KO my Flutter Mane right now. So, Flutter Mane, Moonblast, Brave Bird, Ursaluna. Here's the Terra. Yep, on the Koraidon into the Fire type. I was trying to put myself in a position where I could switch Ho-Oh out for Indeedee. And I guess I could have done that. I could have protected my Flutter Mane here and then switched to Indeedee. So I was trying to get the Regenerator on the Ho-Oh. Now looking at how little damage my Flutter Mane did to Ursaluna, I think Ho-Oh doesn't KO it. Yeah, it does. Critical hit. I think that was needed. Ursaluna's gonna faint. I really wish I had the Terra now, because I could Terra Blast Ground into this Fire type. Fire type Koraidon. Do you have the Psychic Surge? Now, I think Koraidon's gonna have to commit to Flare Blitz, which is gonna hurt it. I'm gonna follow me, and I'm actually gonna... should I Tailwind or Terra Blast? I'm gonna Terra Blast here. I'm trying to do as little recoil damage to myself right now as I can. I'm gonna get the Collision Course. It's gonna hurt. Hurts a lot more than I would have liked. Didn't do as much as I wanted. Helping Hand. I'm gonna Helping Hand Brave Bird here. I should have Tailwinded that turn. I just thought Terra Blast would have done a little bit more, and they would have done a little bit less. They're gonna actually Flame Charge. Okay, so I'm glad I didn't Tailwind then, because they're +2 now, and then they still would be outspeeding Ho-Oh. So this is fine. I get the Helping Hand off. It's just KOs. Ho-Oh, my boy. With how little that Terra Blast did, I didn't think Brave Bird would do that much, but there is such a damage disparity in between Terra Blast and Brave Bird, I suppose. I don't know what base Terra Blast actually is. I want to say it's 80, but it might only be 60. I just smacked my mic. I'm just trying to see if I was lagging more than I'm supposed to be. Okay, Ho-Oh. I thought about using Sacred Fire instead of Terra Blast that one turn, but I didn't want to miss. I think in my head, I think Sacred Fire has a worse accuracy than it does, but it does have like a 90 or something. It might be 95 actually, but there's still a chance to miss. And it would have been resisted, but it was in the Sun and Stab, so it probably would have done more than Terra Blast, but at the end of the day, we didn't need it. I probably would have been safe enough to Helping Hand 2 turns in a row too, because I couldn't really KO Ho-Oh because I resist the Collision Course and the Flare Blitz. Another Ho-Oh team for our last match with this team. They also have a Empoleon I got Whimsicott, Grimmsnarl, Ogerpon, Stoneface, and Raging Bolt. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that Grimmsnarl right off the rip. We haven't seen Rillaboom yet today either, so we can get Rillaboom out here today. Rotom, actually. Hold the phone. Rotom, do you want to come to this match, buddy? Ho-Oh, do you want to come to this match? That's the question. I guess I can Terra Ho-Oh. Yeah, let's bring Ho-Oh. Do we not bring Shenpao, but bring Rotom? That seems wrong. But oh so right. Let's do it. Let's bring the Rotom. Rotom, if we lose, it's your fault, bud. Because Shenpao here wouldn't be the worst either, because we get Sacred Sword. Quite a few things. Bicycle Crash is good. Honestly, we should have brought Shenpao. But this is the last match with this team. We gotta at least give Rotom a try, right? I want to... Sunny Day might be clutch, but I want to save it... knowing they don't have Raging Bolt. I mean, my team is so Raging Bolt weak, though. I'm sure they bring it, right? Capture card's getting hot. I think I am lagging a little bit in the cam. But shiny Ho-Oh! You got a whole shiny team? As I bring out a shiny Fluttermane. I mean, my Rillaboom's not shiny. Okay, we can get rid of this Grimmsnarl. Lickety-split. This Ho-Oh, unfortunately, I think just Brave Bird's my poor little Rillaboom and I die. I think I want to... I kind of want to keep the Rillaboom around, though. But let's get rid of the Grimmsnarl. So I could Terra the Rillaboom, but I want to save the Terra for my Ho-Oh. Fake out. Critical hit. Grimmsnarl flinches. Moonblast. Throw the Grimmsnarl. No screens. Ho-Oh with screens would be scary. So honestly, we should have Grimmsnarl on our team. Sacred Fire into the Rillaboom, we died. If I would have Fire Terra there, we would have lived. But again, I think it's more important to have Fire, have the Terra on our Ho-Oh for their Raging Bolt. Empoleon comes out. Empoleon, I'm fine with Empoleon being here. Am I? Like, I think I just go after the Empoleon. Yeah, let's go with the Empoleon. They're gonna Terra. I assume they're Terraing the Ho-Oh. Yep. What is it Terra to? Terra Grass, my Ho-Oh is gonna rip you apart now. I love this for me. I love this for me, because I did not go after you at all, bud. Did nothing. Don't get the drop, thank you. Brave Bird into my Fluttermane. That destroys my Fluttermane, unfortunately. Get the recoil on their Ho-Oh. I get the Volt Switch off. Which doesn't do nearly enough. Also, their Empoleon hasn't gone yet, but their Empoleon doesn't water move right here, right? Probably Steel moves. So my Ho-Oh comes in on a Steel move. Flash Cannon, yep. That is a slow Empoleon. So their Ho-Oh might outspeed mine, if they have any speed investment. But I outspeed their Empoleon with my Rotom, and then I just Brave Bird into their Ho-Oh. Their Ho-Oh protects, that's fine. I KO their Empoleon here. Get the Volt Switch. Now they can't protect this next turn. My Ho is actually slower than my Rotom. You can see how well I know this team. I can get a little more HP recovery. They're going to bring in the Ogre Pawn. Okay. And I double the Ogre Pawn here. They can't Terra it, so I might as well Sacred Fire. You know, Power Whip into my Rotom, which just KOs me. They didn't follow me. I guess because they have the Ivy Cudgel. Wow, that Brave Bird does so much, and I would KO myself if I Brave Bird them anyway. Sacred Fire does a ton, gets the burn, but it doesn't matter. My Ho-Oh is such low health at this point. That's unfortunate. Rotom, you let me down, buddy. Because, like... Well, I didn't even get a Terra off. That was worth time. Because I thought 100% they were bringing the Raging Bolt because my team is just so weak to it. So honestly, I could have Terra'd Rillaboom and then been happy. I'm so surprised they actually Sacred Fired Rillaboom, though, instead of Brave Birding it. Brave Bird is just more of a guarantee. That's partially why I didn't Terra. I live. It's Ivy Cudgel. I mean, their Ho-Oh has been outspeeding me this whole time, so I assume it has some kind of speed investment. Yeah. So unfortunate. Unfortunately, we lose to another Ho-Oh team. And their team is built a lot better. I have a lot more of, not a lot more of unconventional picks, but they are, like Rotom. I keep going back to Rotom. Rotom is the weakest link on this team. Honestly, if I would have brought Shampoo, we probably would have stood a much better chance. Especially when they Terra their Ho-Oh to Grass type. But I don't know that they would have Terra their Ho-Oh if I didn't have Rotom, you know? You know what we forgot to do was check the power on Terra Blast. Quickly here, let's go back. Let's just look at the team one last time here. So we got Ho-Oh. What's Terra Blast looking like, buddy? Can I just look at my moves? For God's sake. How do I just look at my moves? Because I can change the moves. Rearrange. There we go. Terra Blast is base 80. Like, it just surprises me. And Sacred Fire is only 95 accuracy. Or is 95 accuracy. Not only, it's higher than... It's higher accuracy than how much I see it miss. You know? Yeah, it just surprises me how little damage Terra Blast does. These are Terrestrialized. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about it being, like, worse when it's not Terrestrialized. So weird. But yeah, like, having Shampoo there, if we would have been... Just trying to think. Because we started Rillaboom, Fluttermane. Fluttermane, if we Terra'd Rillaboom off the rip, then Terra Fire Rillaboom, we would have survived the Sacred Fire easy. We would have KO'd the Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl goes down. They might bring in Ogerpon at that point. And probably Terra the Ogerpon. I don't know why I just decided not to have a signaler for a second. And Terra the Ogerpon. This is all theory at this point, but it's a fun thought experiment. They Terra the Ogerpon to the Ivy Cudgel. They don't even have to Terra the Ogerpon, in all honesty. Maybe they keep the Terra in case they need to keep their Ho-Oh safe. Or they could Terra the Empoleon, because they did have the Empoleon. And the Empoleon was a threat to the... Well, the Empoleon was a threat to the Rillaboom and the Fluttermane, but they had done their job by that point. Between Shampoo and Ho, I think we would have closed it out. I don't know. It's all ifs, ands, or buts. I blame Rotom. But yeah, that'll be the end of it. Thank you so much for joining me with this Ho-Oh team. I'm glad that it did much better in this final episode than it had been doing previously. I mean, with the caveat of the first team we fought didn't have a restricted. Second team, we did good against. I just needed to believe in Ho-Oh a little bit more. And the last team, I truly believe if we didn't bring Rotom, we could have won that last one. But who knows at the end of the day. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back next week with a new team. You can kind of see it already on your screens. So for those of you who are already familiar with teams we've used in the past, you know which one hasn't been used yet. But thank you so much for joining us. Leave a like and subscribe if you have not already, and we'll see you next time. Your camera's over here. Have a good night, everybody.